Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. In the last episode, we began exploring Mauville City, got our hands on a new bicycle and everything. It was pretty sweet. Frickin' sweet. This time, we are going to be continuing to explore Mauville City because this place is massive and there's no way I could have done it in one video. Hi there, let me tell you about the list of Pokemon that can take lessons at our studio. The Blazing Fire-type Pokemon, Charizard, Typhlosion, Blaziken, Infernape, Emboar, and Delphox. The Restless Water-type Pokemon, Blastoise, Feraligatr, Swampert, Empoleon, Samurott, and Greninja. The Quiet Grass-type Pokemon, Venusaur, Meganium, Sceptile, Torterra, Serperior, and Chestnut. We'll have a Sceptile someday, but for now, yeah, this very, eccentric old man will not teach our Pokemon any moves. We'll have to try next door, the Pledge Move Dojo.
Sup, this is the Move Tutoring Dojo. Got any Pokemon from a professor? Makes no difference if it's gone ahead and evolved or into something else since then. So long as it's real friendly towards you, I'll teach you an unbelievable move. Want to learn a battle combo move?
These moves are weird. You'll almost never get to use them to their fullest potential. Amaze Balls. I remember people being pissed about this word existing in this game when it came out. So these can be taught to any first partner Pokemon at any stage of their evolutionary line as long as they're friendly towards you. Yeah. So Manuka's trying to learn Grass Pledge. I'm not actually going to teach this, I just want to show it. 80 power, 100 accuracy. A column of grass hits the target. When used with its water equivalent, its damage increases and a vast swamp appears. For some reason, it doesn't tell you what its fire equivalent does, though. So, using two of these moves on the same turn in a double or triple battle combines them and increases the power of the second move to be used from 80 to 150, as well as activating a very rare field effect. Grass Pledge and Fire Pledge combine to create a Sea of Fire where all non-fire Pokemon lose 1/8 of their maximum HP every turn for 4 turns. Fire Pledge and Water Pledge create a rainbow that doubles the likelihood of moves' additional effects for 4 turns, effectively giving all of your Pokemon Serene Grace. Water Pledge and Grass Pledge create a swamp that reduces your opponent's speed stat by 50% for 4 turns. Again, I cannot stress enough that you will never see these moves' secondary effects, especially in single player. You need 2 first partner Pokemon of different types in a double or triple battle, with one having a specific speed stat that is different from the other one. Sorry, that's not gonna happen. These moves on their own are solid enough, but don't think you're going to be using their cool fancy effects, at least in the main story. I'm sorry, it's just not that great, and I'd rather have Giga Drain and Leaf Blade. Here we are at a place we can't do anything with. Students wanted, Song and Sword Move Academy. They say students are wanted, but there's nobody here, so I guess they aren't wanted that much. All right, we are now near the south exit. Wait, I'm not far enough in, that's why. Here is the Mauville Food Court. We're pretty much right where we started. In here...
Hey there, trainer. This is your first time here, right? This food court is a bit strange, so there are some rules you have to follow before you eat. I come here all the time, so I can tell you about them. Number 1, place your order at the counter. There are 3 items on the menu here, so order whatever you like. When you're done ordering, the restaurant staff will give you a buzzer. Number 2, sit in a chair while you wait for your food. It may take a while for your order to be ready. Have a seat and wait. Here's the important part. While you're sitting and waiting for your food, others will come and battle you for your seat. You have to fight back if you want to eat the meal you ordered. Number 3, eat your food. When the buzzer goes off, it means that your order is ready to be picked up at the counter. All that's left to do then is sit down and eat. What do you think? Easy, right? Well, you've come all the way here, so why don't you order something? Since it's your first time here, maybe you should order the Village Sub Combo. That restaurant is a chain from Unova that just opened here. It's easy to eat, so it's pretty popular with kids who like single battles. Alright then, see you later. Enjoy your time in the Mauville Food Court.
Does the mall pay you for this? Just wanted to check that I had who I wanted in the front of my party. When your dish comes out, it has a strange metal lid on it, right? It's called a cloche, and is used at restaurants in the Kalos region. The owner here admires Kalos, so he went to the trouble of importing them to use here. Alright, what should I eat today? Are you two having a conversation, or are you just staring at each other while having completely separate talks with other people? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, you have a whole family here. Let me tell you something interesting. There's a time when each of these dishes is at its most delicious. If you get it on the right turn, something good will happen.
Oh, it's actually delicious. I can't get enough of this sauce.
Won't this buzzer hurry up and buzz? I want to make it to my meal without anybody getting in my way. Can't you get takeout here? I want my Pokemon at home to taste this flavor too. The name of this place is Mauville Food Court. Trainers are always battling over seats to sit and eat at, though, so it's also known as the Battle Food Court. There's like a mall in the place where I grew up, and there's a food court, but there's nothing to die for there. It's like a Taco Bell, there's an A&W, there's like a few places that I think are closer to being local places, but they're still not like, they're not like Michelin star restaurants. I don't know. You're getting in line now? They're probably already sold out. Yeah, so their explanation for why we can't visit these other two places is that they're ridiculously busy. But there's a stand where you can put away your cloche after eating, so that's nice. We can only eat at Village Sub Combo right now. Or we can order the Village Sub Combo from Village Subs. That'll be 1,000 Poke. I'd like to listen to an explanation. Presenting the Village Sub Combo, a low-priced combo meal with a berry sandwich and fried berries. It's wildly popular with kids who like single battles. Would you like to order the Village Sub Combo? That'll be 1,000 Poke. I'll do it. Your order has been placed, so please take this buzzer. Your meal will be ready in 5 turns. Please have a seat and wait. All right.
Hey, stay away from that chair. I saw it first.
I ordered first. Shit. Sorry, that was a lot. Youngster Cutler has a Slugma. I had to be leading with Manuka. I had to be. Okay, our goal is going to beat all 5 of the trainers in this gauntlet in a single turn. Rock Tomb is going to be my best bet against a Slugma. Come on. Okay. Thank God. If we manage to beat them in 5 turns, we are going to get a reward. But we don't need to. There will be a prize even if we just beat all 5 trainers. 5 turns is just the goal. 4 turns until our food is ready.
The seats here have to be 1, okay? The world of food is harsh too.
Okay. Sure, kid. School Kid Nitzel. I'm pretty sure all of these people are based on, like, named after, like, kitchen equipment and food. Manuka, I don't think, can beat an Oddish in a single turn. I don't think that's happening. We are 7 levels higher. I guess Rock Tomb is still my best bet. You do get healed between battles, at least. Yeah, okay. This Oddish has thrown everything off, unfortunately. I was really hoping I'd, like, stand a chance. Like, I was hoping I'd be over-leveled enough that I'd actually stand a chance of doing this in the requested number of turns, but no, you're gonna have a better chance of actually doing that when you have, like, a super, super over-leveled Pokemon, you know, like a bunch of level 100s in your back pocket. Something like that, which I obviously don't have right now. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. We aren't going to get the maximum prize here, but I wasn't fully expecting it, to be honest. 1 turn until our meal is ready.
No matter what, that chair is mine. If you don't get up, I'll force you to get up.
I just got up, so what are you gonna up and do, kid? Ham. But why are you named Ham? What? Are you the piggy bank from Toy Story? I think his name was Ham. I don't remember. Anyway, I can beat a Tailo in 1 hit at least. Level 25 for Manuka from that. Nice. No new moves or anything.
No way! No, no, no!
Yes, yes, yes.
Too bad. I wanted to sit in that chair. Jesus!
That is one hell of a buzzer. Your buzzer is buzzing. Time to go get your food. So sorry to keep you waiting. Here's your village sub combo. It's ready and fresh from the oven. Thank you so much for coming just when everything is at its most delicious. This is free of charge, so please feel free to take it. A nugget. Nice. That'll heal us up. And we are a good little person who puts away all our stuff. Okay, so the nugget basically recoups the cost of this challenge, so don't worry about that. The additional prize for if you beat all 5 trainers that are possible to appear within exactly 5 turns, so 1 turn per trainer, is going to be a Figgy, Wiki, Mago, Aguav, or Ayapapa berry. These berries, when held by a Pokemon, restore 1/8 of their maximum HP when it drops below 1/2, but it causes confusion to Pokemon that dislike the flavor. A Pokemon liking the flavor of the berry is dependent on their nature. Modest, timid, calm, and bold Pokemon like Figgy, dislike Figgy. Adamant, jolly, careful, and impish dislike Wiki. Brave, quiet, sassy, and relaxed dislike Mago. Naughty, rash, naive, and lax dislike Aguav. And lonely, mild, gentle, and hasty dislike Ayapapa. These berries are not very good in this particular game. They get a huge buff starting in Generation 7, but this is Generation 6, so no such luck. Village Sub is a direct reference to Village Subs from Pokemon Black and White. When visiting Village Bridge in Black 2 and White 2, Village Subs no longer exist, and apparently it's because they moved up in the world. That also places Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on the timeline after Black and White, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be on the timeline like 15 or so years before Black and White, so we'll ignore that because the Pokemon timeline has always been sort of nebulous and it doesn't matter at all. We are now on to the Southwestern District. We have a lot of bike racks, honestly. I wish there were that many bike racks in, like, anywhere in Michigan. I can't speak for the entirety of the United States, but at least where I've been in Michigan, they do not have this many bike racks anywhere. You're lucky if you get one. Mauville is a great city for bikers. There are plenty of places to park bikes, and Cycling Road is just around the corner. I'm curious. Damn. In Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, there's this super obscure mechanic where if you interact with a, bike rack, they'll ask if you want to get on your bike, and that just does not happen in other Pokemon games. It happens in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because of course it does, but yeah, I was hoping maybe that was a thing in this generation too, but unfortunately, no such luck. Okay, I need to get off the bike. I was thinking, oh, I want to be on the bike, but no. A mellow blend of coffee and music, Crooner's Cafe. Crooner sounds like a mean word. I work for this Move Academy in the city. The thing is, we have no students right now, and that's why I'm drinking a lot of fresh water here. Let me teach a move to one of the Pokemon with you. Okay. He will teach a move to either Keldeo or Meloetta. We're going to start with Keldeo. Keldeo is trying to learn Secret Sword, but it can't learn more than 4 moves. We're going to let it learn it. Because who's using Double Kick at level 100? Leer is worse. It's okay to forget Leer. And Keldeo learns Secret Sword. Keldeo has changed form to its Resolute form now. Keldeo has resolved a battle and has changed into Resolute form. Yeah, I just said that. We have one more Pokemon for you to teach a move to, though, sir. He's from, Sword and Song Move Academy, so, yeah, Meloetta has learned Relic Song. The way this works for Meloetta is that it will only change into its Pirouette form when using Relic Song in battle, so I'm going to go get Meloetta into a battle real quick, and hopefully it will obey me for long enough to actually use, Relic Song. I just realized Meloetta's level 100. It won't get to change form, it's going to kill it immediately, so... Yeah, she doesn't want to. I need to fight like a Geodude or something. I don't want to go all the way to that cave just to do it. Okay, I'll just put the Pirouette form on screen now. You know what it looks like. That's what Meloetta can become if you use Relic Song without killing something. this doesn't matter too much because you only have a Meloetta if you're a dirty cheater like me. Or, you know, I'm not actually going to call it cheating because it's an actual mystery gift and you can still get it even if it's through somewhat dubious means. So, yeah. It's a little lame. Meloetta has like a whole cutscene and story related to learning Relic Song in Pokemon Black and White, and it just doesn't exist here because this isn't that same place, obviously, but it's one of my favorite little scenes in any Pokemon game, so it's a little sad that I don't get to see it here. I'm going to mesmerize people everywhere with my guitar and this Pokemon's voice. I don't know if Whismur wants to be mesmerizing people, dude. Do you want to know a great spot in Mauville? It's Pokemon Reflexology Services, obviously. You know, everybody wants their Pokemon to be friendlier toward them, right? True. Welcome to Crooner's Cafe. Songs change with the times, and times change with songs. I wonder what kind of melody is popular now. TM48 round. Okay. I did have in my notes that the barista would give you something, but I didn't know it was going to be that. Round is a 60 power special normal type move that does more damage if other Pokemon are also using Round, so it's a little interesting in that way, but it's very situational. It's not something you're really going to get much use out of, probably. And then the next one is the one that drives people crazy. Thank you for your support over the years. Good game. Mauville Game Corner owner. I used to run a business here, but I had to close it for reasons you don't need to know. Anyway, I still have some prizes left. Do you think you can take care of them? Yeah. Trico doll. Torchic doll. And a Mudkip doll. These are all for secret bases, which are things we don't have yet. Yeah. This used to be the Game Corner. The Game Corner was removed from this remake, likely due to laws revolving around simulated gambling in Europe. It's a little unfortunate because this is one of the few Game Corners in the series to do something different from slots. Slots existed in Generation 3, but so did roulette for the only time in the series, and I like roulette a lot more than slots. That's just me, whatever. Anyway, heading on to the Northwest District. This place.
Hi there, welcome. This is a specialty mirror store. Basically, we deal in mirrors and mirrors alone. We only exhibit and sell mirrors my husband collects from who knows where, so we don't have very many for sale. This mirror, by the way, is said to be used with Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus. I have no idea if that's true. We don't have Tornadus, Thundurus, or Landorus, but we'll bring them here if we ever do. Which is spoiling that we definitely can catch them within this game because I did not get a mystery gift for any of those, did I? This is Narcissus Mirror Shop, which I think gives a bad impression if you know the story of Narcissus. Collect miles and turn them into smiles. Poke Mileage Center. All right, this guy. Would you like to trade Poke Miles for prizes? Always. We only have 45. We could buy a Max Repel if we wanted. Okay, so Poke Mileage Center. You can spend your Poke Miles on a variety of items. The way this works is you gain 1 Poke Mile for every 1,000 steps, which means I guess I've only taken 45,000 steps in this playthrough, which doesn't sound right. And you also get more by interacting with players by trading online, through local wireless, or through IR connection, battling online, or by using Street Pass. You also earn them by storing Pokemon in Pokemon Bank, which is one of the few online features on the 3DS that still exists normally, so you can do this if you have Pokemon Bank. The items you can buy in here are Berry Juice, which restores 20 HP and can be used as a held item, so it's a better Orin Berry. Moo Moo Milk, which restores 100 HP. Max Repels are available this early, and it could be a good deal if you get a lot of Poke Miles, because normally these aren't very cost-effective. Full Heals are Full Heals. They heal any status condition. Ethers restore 10 HP or 10 PP to a move. Leppa Berries are better because they're easily renewable and you don't need Poke Miles for them. Max Potions are basically the same as Hyper Potions right now. They just restore a Pokemon's maximum HP, and you need a Pokemon over 200 HP to make these ever worth it. Full Restores do the same, but they also heal status conditions. Max Revives revive a Pokemon that's fainted with full HP. Rare Candies increase the level of a Pokemon by 1, and PP Ups increase a move's PP slightly. You can use up to 3 of these per move. This is pretty nice that a lot of these are, like, normally not purchasable, especially PP restoration items, Rare Candies, and PP Ups, but
and max revives. But I don't know, you have to actually use Pokemon Bank a lot, really, to get the requisite Pokemiles to use this frequently, so yeah. Next, you. Pokemon Reflexology Services. I do not want you to give Meloetta treatment. I'd love for Manuka to love me, though. Yeah. Okay, then guess I'll get started on that massage. This increases your Pokemon's friendship slightly. I don't even have a number for how much, it just does it slightly. Yeah. The last thing in this section is here.
I'm here to buy my wife's Pokemon a ribbon, but all these ribbons are way too expensive.
Welcome to Ritzy Ribbon Retail. What would you like today? Gorgeous ribbon, royal ribbon, or gorgeous royal ribbon? Gorgeous. You have good eyes. It's actually a popular item at a very reasonable price. That'll be 10,000 Poke. Oh, I shouldn't do this. I'm impulsive. Thank you so much for your purchase. We'll put the ribbon on Manuka. On her Manuka. Okay, Manuka apparently isn't her own Grovyle who don't need no man. Well, she don't need no man, but you know. Anyway, that gave a ribbon to Manuka, which is going to be our first ribbon in this Let's Play. Yeah, gorgeous ribbon, an extraordinarily gorgeous and extravagant ribbon. So, these ribbons are given to your Pokemon, to the lead Pokemon in your party, and they're all ridiculously expensive. This one is 10,000. I believe the next one up is going to be 100,000 Poke, and then the next one is 999,999 Poke. Have fun, Tom Fox. I don't know. This is not worth it, but by the end of this Let's Play, I can almost guarantee Manuka will have at least 2 of them, maybe all 3, because I am terrible at using my money in these Pokemon games. I always waste them on stuff that I shouldn't. That is just how life is sometimes, and you're gonna have to accept that. Once we start to round this corner, we'll see the gym.
Uncle, I'm begging you. I want to challenge this gym to see how much stronger I've become. Please, you'll let me, won't you?
Now hold on, Wally. It's certainly true that you've grown quite a lot stronger alongside your Pokemon, but don't you think that jumping right into challenging a gym might be pushing it?
I'm not pushing it. If it's me and my Ralts, we can beat anyone. Ah, Aura! Ralts and I have gotten a lot stronger since we first met, growing together. I want to prove that to you and my uncle both, Aura. Please, help me once more, and have a battle with me.
Okay.
Thank you, Aura. Okay, here we go. We're going to win this, Ralts. We have to.
Took a while, but we finally caught up to Wally in here. Pokemon Trainer Wally. His only Pokemon, Ralts. Level 17, Psychic Fairy type, synchronized for the ability, knowing the moves Teleport, Disarming Voice, Lucky Chant, and Magical Leaf. I'm sorry to do this to you. God, that went right for the neck.
Wow, you really are strong, Aura. Uncle, I'll go back to Turf. Aura, thank you. Being a trainer is tough, isn't it? It's not enough just to battle with your Pokemon. I can't become a true trainer like that. Not really.
Wally, there's no need to get so down on yourself. Why, what's keeping you from becoming stronger? Nothing is. All you need to do is keep growing. I'm just trying to tell you, this guy has 2 steel types. Ralts would die. Come on, let's go home. Everyone's waiting for you.
Yes, Uncle. Aura, I'm definitely... I'm going to get stronger. Much, much stronger.
I feel like I learned a lot from just one Pokemon battle with you. About my own limits and Ralts's. So, that's why... Aura, if it's alright, could I call you my... Rive... never mind. Sorry. It was nothing. Please forget about it. Goodbye. It just dawned on me that you must be the young lady who kept an eye out for Wally when he caught his Pokemon. So it's you we have to thank for Wally becoming so positive about the future. Thank you. Ah, here, take this. I want you to have it as a bit of a thank you. HM06 Rock Smash. This is a pathetic 40 power move with a 50% chance of lowering the target's defense stat by 1 stage. Teach this to something you're not trying to use on your main team. Even if there are obstacles in your path, I think you'll be able to break through them. Especially if you use Rock Smash there. Nice dad joke, Uncle. We should head back now, but if you ever have the time, I'd love it if you'd stop by our home in Verdant Turf. I'm sure Wally would enjoy it too. We'll look forward to seeing you. Yeah, Rock Smash may not be a good move, but getting to see Wally is good. I like him. He's definitely the more compelling rival in the game, even if we're not going to get to battle him that many more times, but you don't get to fight your actual rival that many times either, so how about that? We could head into the gym right now if we wanted, but I think we're gonna call it here for today. We explored the remainder of Mauville City's first floor. There's more, but we'll get to it after the gym. Next time on Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we're going to be taking on the Mauville City Gym. See you guys then.